A very good morning, class 10. So, here we are again with our lecture number 3. Uh, Same from the chapter that is our environment. Yesterday, if you recall, and many of you have not still watched the lecture, that is food chain and food web. If you recall that lecture, then those who have watched the video, we said that food chain includes the various steps in which there is a transfer of energy takes place. It is a series of organisms. It is a series. Food chain is a series. It is a series of organism feeding on one another, है ना? That is the what it is. Food chain is series of organism feeding on one another at various biotic levels. They form a food chain. Now these series or these steps, which these organisms they include, at each step is known as where energy is transferred from one organism to another. This is known as trophic level. When a series of organisms they feed on one another, that chain, that sequence is known as food chain. And every level in a food chain, if you look here, that this is the producer, then there is a three linked food chain. This is the another herbivores, and this is the carnivores. So there is the one, each step one organism feeding on another. Rat is feeding on corn, or owl is feeding on rat. So one organism is feeding on another. This is called a food chain. Now every step when energy is transferred from producers, energy is transferred to rat. From rat, energy is transferred to owl. So this level is known as a trophic level. In food chain, every step or a level is known as trophic level, and the level is what at which energy is transferred, right? So, and there are various steps where energy is transferred in a food chain. Always remember one thing, that in a trophic level, producers they occupy first trophic level, because from producers energy starts in transferring. Then herbivores they occupy second trophic level, right? Then small carnivores they occupy third trophic level, and top carnivores they occupy fourth trophic level, where energy is transferred. But this diagram is actually showing that how energy flow of energy takes place in an ecosystem. But when we now introducing one term, that is flow of energy, so you need to understand few points. फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी, एनर्जी का फ्लो कहाँ से कहाँ हो रहा है? प्रोड्यूसर्स टू हर्बीवोर्स, हर्बीवोर्स टू कार्निवोर्स, कार्निवोर्स टू द टॉप कार्निवर्स. सो फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी, इफ यू लुक केयरफुली, इट इज ऑलवेज यूनिडायरेक्शनल. फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जी in a food chain is always energy, it is always unidirectional. Green plants, these are the producers, they are green plants, they capture, these are the green plants, and they capture 1% of sunlight only. They capture 1% of sunlight and convert it into food energy, and their 10% is transferred to herbivores. Then from 10% goes to total energy is 10% only goes to carnivores, and finally very less reach to top carnivores. So total energy is 10% is transferred to only 10% of the energy, only 10% of total energy is transferred to the next level, only and only. Herbivores की जितनी energy they have gained उसका 10% will be transferred to carnivores. Carnivores की energy का 10% will go to the top carnivores. Then now you will ask, ma'am, where is 90% is going? 90% of energy is 90% of energy is used in life processes. 90% of the energy which they are getting, that is used in life processes like digestion, then growth, then reproduction. 90% of energy is used in these processes, and only 10% is transferred to the next level. That you have to be very careful. One more time I am again going to tell you, because we have to solve numericals on this basis. Sunlight, producers they use only 1% of sunlight to form their food. Producers को जब herbivores खाते हैं, only 10% is energy is transferred to the herbivores. Herbivores में से only 10% part is transferred to the carnivores. उसका भी only top में पहुंचता है बहुत कम, 10% पहुंचता है. Finally there is no energy left for the another trophic level. So that calculation is done on the basis of 10% law. This whole flow of energy at the each trophic level, this is always asked in exam. Flow of energy at each trophic level is explained by 10% law. And in an ecosystem, we transfer of energy, during transfer of energy we always follow this 10% law. And there was the scientist called Lindemann who proposed 10% law in 1942. He said that only 10% of energy is transferred to each trophic level from the lower trophic level, means from producers to herbivores to carnivores. Only 10% will be transferred to next. Whatever I am saying, please listen to that very carefully. I am saying that only 10% of their total energy will be transferred to the next level. 90% of energy is lost. 90% of energy is used in these processes: digestion, growth, reproduction, and only 10% is left. Means when carnivores they are eating herbivores, then they are getting only 10% of their energy. So there is decline, there is a gradual decrease, slow decrease, there is a decline, there is a gradual decrease in amount of energy as we go from producer level to higher trophic level. Right? Simple example I have taken here to make you understand this concept very clearly. Please listen to this very carefully, because इसमें से numerical or 1 mark question they are going to be asked during in the examination. So now suppose we are giving you producers, and at producer level there is 1000 kilocalorie of energy is given to you. Now suppose you are not given the how much energy is will be available at carnivores. So 1000 is available, 1000 is available at the producer level. Now when herbivores eat them, we are saying 10% is transferring to the next level. Now you can see what I am doing. How much energy is left? 100 kilocalorie is only left for herbivores, because 10% लगाना है आपको. 1000 का 10%, 1000 into 10 by 100 कर दो. Only 10% will transfer to carnivores. 100 into 10 by 100. 10%, 10 kilocalorie will be available for the carnivores. 1, 10 into 10 by 100. How much? Only 1 kilocalorie will be available at the last consumer level. Now you can see there is a gradual decrease in the energy, and that is why food chains, they have only 3 to 4 trophic levels. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकते, because till the last level not much energy is left to be transferred to next trophic level, to be transferred to नेक्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल. बचेगी ही नहीं एनर्जी, तो नेक्स्ट ट्रॉफिक लेवल कहाँ से आएगा? ये क्वेश्चन सेम डिट्टो ऐसे ही आता है. व्हाई द फूड चेन दे हैव ओनली 3 to 4 trophic level? Because once you move from producers to primary consumers, then secondary consumer, then tertiary consumer, there is only very less energy is left, which cannot be transferred to, which is not sufficient to be transferred to next trophic level. That is the reason that food chains, they have only and only 3 to 4 trophic levels. One question I am giving you at the last to try your own. If you understood 10% law in the given food chain, suppose the amount of energy at 4th trophic level is 5 kilojoule. What will be the energy available at producer level? This is the food chain given to you. I really want to see that how you calculate this question, because यहाँ पे हम बहुत गलती एक करते हैं. मैंने अभी आपको बताया है producers, they are first trophic level. Grasshopper here will be second trophic level. Frog will be third trophic level and snake will be fourth. और यहाँ पे हम पेपर में कैलकुलेट करने लग जाते हैं hawk. we always assume that hawk is our fourth trophic level, और हम यहाँ से 5 किलोजूल लेके चलते हैं, which is wrong. You have to please be careful about the trophic level. Producers in a food chain, they always form first trophic level, and after producers, then there will be herbivores, and herbivores, they will always come at the second trophic level. Then there will be small carnivores 1, they will be third trophic level, and then carnivore 2, they will be your fourth trophic level. This is the way you have to calculate this question, and please give your answers in the comment section. One more question I am leaving for you here, that is the very simple one. Suppose in the following food chain, I am giving you a food chain. In the following food chain, we are giving you 20,000 joule of energy. 20,000 joule of energy was available to plants. how much energy you have to calculate, that how much energy would be available. Very simple one, I'm giving you simple one, and in next lecture we will move on to little typical questions. How much energy would be available to how much energy would be available to man in this chain, right? So here the chain is plants, then there is sheep, and then there is man. I think you can easily calculate and tell me the answer at each trophic level, that what will be the energy would be available at the sheep level, and what will be the energy available finally at the man level by using your 10% law. So this is about the trophic levels and 10% energy. The next we will take into consideration, that is our ozone, and the what are the reason that ozone is getting depleted.